Oh, hi! It's the weekend. Time for the first weekend twofer of 2026. So for the past few weekends, for that we were sharing toys, we shared Netflix's Sakamoto Days. Now, I have a figure here that is, I would say, is a one-off because it is a figure, it is a line or an anime line that I'm not really gonna be collecting. It's just that I like the figure a lot and I got it. Now, before I do that, first off, a happy New Year to everybody, everybody watching and everybody not watching, but happy New Year. And I'd like to flex my Haikyuu T-shirt. So I got this. I just got this a week ago. Yeah, I just got this a week ago. And yes, I'm a big Haikyuu fan. It's with my banner here. And I'm actually waiting for the Sh Figuarts of Hinata in Kageyama because I already got that for pre-order and I'm actually very excited for this. I also have the Band Presto line. Oh yeah, that gives me an idea. All right, so we might that's something that we might also feature. If you like it, for the few people that watch me, if you like it, please comment below if you'd like me to feature my Haikyuu collection. And yes, I do have a Haikyuu collection. So, the figure that we have now is actually an old title, and it's a pretty old title, and it's also been pretty iconic. But I haven't really gotten into it that much since my honestly my anime and my manga game is is actually pretty weak. I do only have a few anime that I really follow, but this one I've been occasionally looking at, but never really truly followed, and that is Berserk. And since it's Berserk, the figure that we will be looking at this year is Guts. So you can see he is pretty big. Now this Guts version is the Guts version that when he was still with Griffin or under the Order of the Hawk. So it is still not the version of Guts that most people know. The one with the one with his. He still has both his arms, and this is actually the earlier version of Guts. As actually you might see that he is pretty massive. Um, for reference, this is an SH Figuarts of a Kamen Rider, which is usually normal size, and that's how big Guts is. Okay. So it's pretty big, and it's not that, and the price is also pretty big as well. but but you can see that he's massive for a figure, but his character himself is also pretty big. So it wouldn't be nice to have a figure not into scale. So it is this is actually not product pick. This is from the art itself, and then I guess a product pick. That's him. So he was still in his uniform, not the usual Berserk guy. And these are some product pictures. I have to put this lower because yes, he is that big. Let's open him up. And yes, we'll be using my figure stand. Thank you very much. Now, off the bat, we will definitely, when we go with value, as my usual definition of value is anything beyond the face plates and the hands. And definitely, since he will be having a sword, it's definitely more than face plates and hands. So, this is it. This is Guts in at least unboxed. So we have the figure, we have a dagger, the sword, faceplates, hands, and an additional helm. Now the box itself is bigger because the figure is bigger, though in terms of scaling it is not as big. So let's remove. Right, so this is Guts first without anything. So the figure itself is pretty big. Detailing, as you can see, armor. Okay, the armor. The armor, the sides are movable. You've even got a scabbard here for the sword, which is good. At least you won't lose it. There's still plastic to protect the sides, and even look, his boots even have spurs. So if you have a Figma horse or horse figures, perfect. He's really perfect for that. Now, figure scale. This is Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is usually one of the taller figures already that we have. And to scale, he is Guts is just a bit taller than him. So the box is massive, but the figure itself, not so much. But he's still bigger. He's in scaling, he's still quite taller than most. So you can see from the scale. Now let's move out the plastic side. Um, so we we remove the plastic. So okay, so the shoulder plates will impede movement a bit, but not so much. It can still move the shoulders. It does have a small scabbard for his dagger and the big scabbard. So there we go. We stand him up. Okay, so what are the things that he has? So number one, dagger. Okay, so let's see if we can put the dagger in. I don't think. So we can put the dagger in. Oh wait. So he can hold the dagger, but there is also an additional dagger handle so that you can just attach the dagger in his belt. And then there's also the sword. Then there's also the sword, the big sword. That's uh, the big sword. And yes, it's big. So you can also attach it in this back. So it does. The good thing there is that it has the other attachments to it. So you can actually put it. You can actually get the sword in pretty good. So there you go. So you can pose him with the sword in his back, or you can pose him while holding the sword. And balance isn't too bad. You can still balance him perfectly with this. Then some face plates. He's got a screaming face plate, like he wants to kill you or eat you or something. He's got non-sneering face plate, that is his face. Now, one thing that you can also change him with is the helm. Okay, so you need to have to take his you have to take his head off. You have to take his head off, and then there's a specific faceplate with the side guards so that you can put for his face. So you have to attach it to his face. Okay, so I guess this is it. This is what you get when you don't really check out your stuff. So and now actually I was planning to get the rest of the characters, but so far there's not yet. There's actually Griffin coming out for pre-order, but I don't think I was able. Yeah, I wasn't. I think I missed it. So you get this face so that it's still covered, Now the visor actually opens so that you can see his, and let's pop his head. It's always a struggle when you pop it, because the neck itself, the joint itself is pretty soft. So there. So you can also put him in helmet mode. It's okay. The helmet itself, actually the neck part also moves so that you can have some posability with it, but it's still very limited. But you can pose it that way. You can pose it this way, and so there. Right, so you can pose it that way. Now, with regards to the figure itself, well, he's got, so you can't really pose him without the sword, and basically it. And he is dynamic enough for you to be able to pose it in different ways. Now, this also includes one more thing, which for some would be very, very useful and very nice, because it's not usual that SH Figuarts does figures for I guess it doesn't usually happen that that they have this. But lately, for the SH Figuarts, the more recent SH Figuarts stuff, they've been putting a lot more soft goods. Now I'm trying to put on the hilt, the dagger hilt, which seems to not wanna agree with me, but it's actually pretty much of a struggle, because it is pretty small. The peg's pretty small, but it's right there. So we've got the hilt in, we've got the dagger in. So, but it's pretty weird because it's gonna impede movement. It's really gonna be very cumbersome. So I suggest, if you're not a fan, don't put this down. I wouldn't, because it's gonna snap. If it takes a while, it's gonna snap. So let's just remove it. It's to keep it safe and to not break it. Also, this includes an extra thing, a cape. So aside from the dagger accessory, dagger hilt, the sword, a helm head, it also includes a cape. Now, the cape is soft goods, so it's not the usual rubber one. It is fabric, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna slide this over the headpiece. So, but personally, I'm not a fan of this, since no, I like it, yes, but this will also it will not bother much in terms of posability, since it's soft. You don't really have problems with it, with like the hard rubber ones. But then again, it does have the metal, it does have the wiring here, so it's going to be, you have to really pose it very well. But overall, it's a great figure. It's big, weapons there as well, so I think it works. It's a good figure. It's not cheap though, so if you're going to buy him, it's not gonna break the bank too much like other characters. But then again, you're paying for a bigger figure. You're paying for accessories, which is quite a lot, and you're paying for a great character. So I guess it's still a good buy, though you really have to like him first.